Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Tasha, but you can just call me TayTheySay. And if you are no subscriber, what it do? So today's video is another entrepreneur video. I'm going to teach you guys what you need and what you need to know to start a perfume company from home. Now, I am not an expert. I didn't go to school for it. I am not a perfumer. This is all information that I figured out on my own throughout the process of creating my own perfume company and creating my own scents and things like that. So I will in this video speak on certain topics where I did watch other YouTube videos and did other research and found articles and stuff that I will link below. I will mention it, and if I do forget to mention it, I will put it on the screen so you guys can go check it out yourself to get your own information. Now, first, again, I would like to say I am making my own perfume company. I do plan on dropping on the 2nd of June if everything goes well at 11 a.m. So stay tuned. You should follow my business Instagram. It is MMW Scents. And that's where you can get all the updates and everything. See pictures and all my little sneak peeks of my products and things like that. For example, this is one I created now. It is actually like a different form of perfume. It's not like your regular sprays or oils. It's like a creamy, lotiony type deal that I created myself on my own. This is like I revolutionized the way you make perfume. Okay, you feel what I'm saying? But this is actually the scent Teddy, my second favorite scent of my collection. I mislabeled it and put Beginnings, which is like a baby powder scent. Love it nonetheless. But that's one of my perfumes. I have a few sitting here. So for example, I have this one, which is Lineage, my #1 scent, you guys. It only comes in the oil at the moment, but I love it. I can't wait to drop you guys. Like I'm telling you, I have a lot of scents, a lot of fragrances that I created that I can't wait to get you guys can see. And I also do offer samples you can purchase when I drop my site. If you are scared to try fragrance of mine and you don't want to buy a full size just yet, I have samples. Okay, they're really cute. They're affordable. Okay, I have a lot of them. I have fragrance samples in almost every scent, so get them while supplies last. And yeah, so again, that is MMW Scents. That is the name of my site. This is my logo, MMW Scents. I hope you guys can see that. Can you guys see that? MMW Scents. Follow my Instagram, you guys. This is Unapologetic, my third favorite scent of the collection. And yeah, you guys, I'm so excited. So let's go ahead and get into the video. And yeah, so again, this is what you need and what you need to know to start your perfume company. I do have a notebook here that I do have some notes written down in that I might go back and look over as I'm speaking, so I won't forget anything. Hopefully I can get as much information out. Tell you guys as much information as possible without this video being too long. But when it comes to creating perfume, I would like the first to say that it is an art. And if you're not willing to put in a little work and have a little patience, this is not for you. You might well click off this video, because when it comes to making perfume, you must be able to put in a little bit of work, okay? And you must have patience. That is #1. Patience is #1, and a little bit of work is actually #2. It's not, I won't say it's hard, but it's a little work, and if you're not willing to do it, this ain't for you, boo. Alright guys, this is Future Tay. I'm just coming in real quick to tell you guys something. I just actually took a shower and did my hair. As you can see, I changed wigs and stuff. And oh, by the way, I'm putting on a baby powder scent perfume. It's like one of the most soothing, powdery baby scents ever. And I think it's great to put on like right before you go to bed. It's not too overpowering. It won't bother you while you sleep and things like that. But anyways, I wanted to jump in here real quick to say that it is very important, because I don't think I elaborated on it enough. But if you are thinking about starting this perfume company, you do not want to do it if you have no interest. You will hate it. I'm telling you right now. Now, of course, you know, test it out, dabble in a little bit, test the waters or whatever. But once you find that you do not like it or you don't have interest, stop, because you will not like it. You must really want to do it to do this, okay? Do not try to get into it just because, oh, I think I can do it. It's easy. Oh, I think I can do it. It seems simple. No, boo. It is not. It is work. That being said, it takes a lot of patience and a lot of time and a lot of testing. Patience and time are two different things. You must have the patience to continue, and you must take the time to allow your formulas and things to actually like set and stuff, to figure out what works and don't work. You can buy a fragrance oil. One, it can out of a fake oil you don't like and you can waste your money, or 2, you can buy fake oil that you like but you cannot find a mixture where it blends well with an additional base oil, or it won't blend well with the alcohol. It happens plenty of times to me. Sometimes you might have to mix that fragrance oil with another fragrance oil just to get it to blend, or maybe it just won't work at all, which again is a little bit of waste of money. But again, you have to test, and at least, like I said, give your formulas at least a week to, you know, figure out what works and what doesn't work, and and then it might not smell strong enough or last long enough, so you have to keep testing. But that's just something to keep in mind if you are deciding to do perfumes, because you do not want to get into this if you have no interest, patience, or the time, period. All right, back to the video. But if you are like me and you love perfumes, like I know most women, most people love to smell good. I mean, if you like your hair done, you like your makeup done, you like nice clothes, perfume is just another accessory on top of those accessories like nails, makeup, hair. And it's an accessory that I decided to put my creative outlook on and make my own. So if you are so you obviously are here because you want to do the same, or you just interested in starting a perfume company. Because no offense to those that start lash businesses and those that start like hair lines and clothing lines, but you know, it's something new, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Again, I'm going to try to stick to specific topics on this because it can go very in depth when it comes to making perfume, and I do not want this video to be too long, but we're gonna see what we can do. Okay, again, follow my business account at MMW Scents, my personal account at Scipio on Instagram, and yeah, so let's go ahead and subscribe down below, click the notification bell, and let's go ahead and get started. So first things first is you need to know why you want to make perfumes. I want to make perfumes because I love perfumes. I have never been the type that can afford luxury perfume, high-end perfume, name brand perfumes, whatever you want to say. I can afford that. And even if I can afford it, I personally don't like to support that kind of work. If you get what I'm saying, like I don't support Prada, I don't really support Timberland, I don't support Gucci, I don't support Tommy Hilfiger, like brands like that. And if you don't know why, and you black, then you need to get up on it. But I don't support brands like that, especially if they make fragrances and stuff. I don't really try to support those. But don't get me wrong, if they're giving away a free sample, or you get like one of those little newspaper things, you get one of these like in the mail, because I collect these too, like little fragrance paper sheets. I collect these because I love perfume. Then, you know, I keep those. But I love perfume. I personally think that it doesn't have to be a high-end perfume to smell good anyway. I get perfumes from house stores, dollar stores, and they work just as well, as long as you do the proper steps to get the longevity and strength you want out of your perfume. But that's a different story. So first of all, I'm making perfume because I love it, and I have a passion to create. This will be my third business in opening since I really started like my crafting life, I guess. So I love perfumes. That's why I'm starting. It's something I want to do, and plus it's different. I feel like it's a different thing to do other than everybody that's doing like hair and nails and lashes, which don't get me wrong, one day I do plan on doing that as well. But for now, I am starting with perfumes. Again, my perfume company is MMW Scents. MMW Scents. Yeah. Yeah. Excuse me if you see me looking up, because I'm looking at my monitor. I say that because it's like a DIY monitor, but I'm looking at that. So sorry if you see me looking up. And again, if you see me looking down, it's because my notebook. So as you figure out why you want to make perfumes, then you got to figure out what, like the different type of perfume. Now, perfumes, the main top two is sprays and oils. Alcohol-based and oil-based perfumes. They're the top two. Everybody knows them. They are the most common and most popular. They do also have like mists. They also have like the one I created, which is my potions. That's what I call these. These are my potions. These are like a cream-based one. They have perfume lotions, perfume powders. Different type of perfume things that you can make and create. But right now, we're going to stick to the top two, main two, which is the alcohol-based and the oil-based. Those are the ones we're going to stick to. Now, if you would like for me to go in detail, perfume lotion and perfume, my little potions that I created myself, or perfume powders, then I would be happy to do an in-depth video. But that would be a separate video from this one because, again, I do not want this video to be too long. And yeah, so after you figure out oil base and alcohol base, then I feel like the next most important thing to look into is how to create it. Obviously, when I did my research, you will find a few videos on YouTube and of course on it, Google. It'll tell you like when it comes to alcohol base, you will need a ethanol, which is a perfume with alcohol. Now this is very important. It is not no isopropyl alcohol, not that 70%, none of that stuff you use on your cuts and your nails. Like, no, this is a alcohol specifically meant for perfume. Do not go using no alcohol in your pantry, in your little medicine cabinet. That's not what we're using right now. This is a ethanol that's specifically made for perfume. Okay, I will link one down below that I use, that I love, in case you guys don't know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna link it down below for you guys. I'm gonna link almost everything I talk about down below, so check the description for like everything, okay? Everything. I mean everything. And then you have your oil-based perfumes, which is your they are technically called vehicles, but I'm gonna call them bases because that is what the term I like to use. So your bases is your alcohol, or your bases can be a base oil, aside from a fragrance oil and essential oil, which we'll talk about later. A base oil is something like an argan oil, sapphire oil, grapeseed oil, vitamin E oil, sweet almond oil. The list goes on. It is hundreds and hundreds of oils out there that you can use in your perfume. The most popular, however, is a sweet almond oil. Personally, I like sweet almond oil, but it's not my favorite. I personally am a fan of grapeseed oil, but one thing I like about making an oil-based perfume, you do not have to stick to just using one oil. You can use multiple. That's one thing I like. The same thing with alcohol based perfume. You don't have to use alcohol because alcohol is meant to distribute the oil, making it to a more liquefied form than a thick oil form. So you can mix different type of essential oils, fragrance oils, base oils, and still use an alcohol, ethanol, to dilute it. If that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. Are you guys? Sorry, I know I'm interrupting the video again, but I wanted to say this as well. A base, which is a vehicle, but what I call them is a base, is anything that you can dilute a fragrance oil or an essential oil with. So that will be either a oil such as sweet almond oil, sweet argan oil, and jojoba oil, or it can be the alcohol, or it can even be water, or a mixture of all three. But it's what you mix your actual scent with. If that is basically what a base oil or base vehicle is. So yeah. So once you figure that out, okay, so I know why I want to make perfumes. I kind of do know how to make a perfume, but after I know I want to make sprays, or I know I want to make oils, but how do I go about doing that once I get the bases? So once you got to figure out what type of perfume you want, this is kind of important, I guess, to some people. I'm not a nature freak or a all natural type person, so this is all for the person that's really into natural things. If you are a natural person, most likely you do not use alcohol bases, because that is going into like the atmosphere and stuff, and all the atmosphere and the ozone layer and all that stuff. Stop touching that. Stop touching that. And that's my daughter, y'all. She's just messing with lights, but mothering. And then you have the oil bases, where mostly likely a natural person would go like lean towards, because oils are natural. It comes from the earth and plants and things like that. So if you that type of person, try to figure out you want to sell an oil or a spray or both. I sell both. I make both. I create both. I love both. I'm not, again, natural. I do not mind my alcohol-based perfumes. I love my oil-based. I love oil-based perfumes. So once you figure that out, then you gotta figure out what the different type of oils. Now, this is kind of cute to me, because this is essential oils and fragrance oils. Well, synthetic oils, but we're going to call synthetic oils fragrance oils, and we're going to call essential oils essential oils. That's what we're going to do. We're going to have A and we're going to have B. Okay, so A, this is going to be our natural type side. This is going to be our chemical type side, I guess. You know what I'm saying? So with natural oils, that's everything that occurs naturally that you can make oil from, like mint. You can make mint. Let me see. Everything naturally. Oh my gosh. So we got one circle. Oh, sorry. So it's like mint and anything like a plant base that you create oil from. Let me see, how can I say it? I know mint is one of them. Lemons, oranges, like orange peels and things like that. Basically, how you would create oil is you would take the natural chemical, rosemary, stuff like that, lavender. You would take the plant itself, you would steam it in distilled water, and then it would create an oil, like coconut oil and things like that. That's what considered natural. Now, synthetic oils are like oils like chocolate and gummy bear fragrance and red velvet cake. You can't naturally create an oil from those fragrances. You would have to synthetically make it. So that'd be called our synthetic, our fragrance oil. So again, fragrance oils are chemically made fragrances, and essential oils are naturally made oils. I mean, your oils. So keep that in mind. So anything that cannot be created naturally will be considered a synthetic fragrance, which means it will be chemically made. Which again, that's important to know, but yeah. So let me see. And then which technically the gourmand scents it's technically categorized as gourmand scents when it comes to like sweet type fragrances, honey, chocolate, vanilla. And then you got your oriental, which is like your sexy, erotic, woody, you know, OUD type fragrances. Erotic. Then you got your florals, and then you got your fresh notes. But because it's a different broad, because you got musk and just all of that. But again, I'm not going to go too deep into it because a lot that can go into it. So I'm looking up. I'm sorry. But you can go real deep into it. But we're going to stick to just the essential oils and the fragrance oils, okay? So once you figure out, okay, I know I want to make perfume. I want to make me some sprays or some oils. Okay, I'm going to do both. Or no, I'm just going to do natural oils. Or I'm just going to go ahead and do alcohol. Whatever you choose to do, boo. Now you got like a little game plan. Okay, now let me make whatever. Okay, now, sorry, y'all. So, the next thing I wanted to point out, like, we're going to get to the next thing I wanted to point out is how to determine the strength of a perfume. Now, if you look at your perfume, some would say à la toilette, à la perfume. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing this wrong. À la perfume, which is like a percentage of the actual fragrance oil or essential oil that is in your actual blend. So if you're using alcohol and you use a 1 to 4 part ratio on the alcohol side, that means you will have 25% fragrance oil in that solution. And if you use a 1 to 4 part, same thing with the oil. You usually use like 1 to 10 parts in your actual oil based perfume. That would be a 1 to 10 part, which would be a 10%, 5 to 10% fragrance oil percentage. So that's how you determine the strength of your perfume. Now, I do not go by this because just because you use a lot of fragrance oil or perfume or essential oil does not mean it's going to smell stronger or last longer. I personally do not believe that. That's one of the hardest things that it is to do for your perfume, is to make it last a long time. It all depends on the quality of the oils you use. It depends on the mixture. Some can last longer. And just because you find one recipe, one thing I learned is just because I found one recipe that worked for this fragrance oil does not mean it's going to work for another one. I have had plenty of testers. That's what I call my things, where I test them before I actually, make them. I have plenty of tester fragrances that did not blend, even though I use the same solution. Then I try a different solution or mixture, and then it'll work. And then it depends on the quality of the fragrance oil or essential oil. And you can get so many different websites and companies you can buy fragrance oil from. You won't know what is better because some might be best at this company with this fragrance oil. Maybe they have better floral scents, and this company might have better oriental scents, again, which is the sexy, erotic, ladies type, business type stuff. And then this company over here might have better gourmand scents, which is like the honey and stuff. So it's all about testing. You never know what you're gonna get. That's why I say that's like the thing is patience, because some fragrance oils I get, I'm like, I can't work with, waste of money, whatever. And some fragrance oil I get is like the bomb diggity. But just keep that in mind. And just because you use more don't mean it's going to be better. It's going to last longer or smell better. So don't let that chart fool you. You will have to test it to actually make sure. Okay, guys, real quick. This is going to be a quick one. Also, I wanted to say is that it's a lot of fragrance oil that I do buy that I personally don't like the scent of on its own, or I cannot get it to blend on its own. So I do sometimes mix a fragrance oil or essential oil with an additional fragrance or additional oils, and then it works perfectly. It complements the other fragrance that I added it to. So sometimes you can do that. So sometimes it's not actually a waste of money or time or something like that, because again, but I wouldn't have known that unless I tested it out. So just keep that in mind. So after you know that, it comes to actually, doing the testing. After you learn all this information and stuff, which again I say it goes way deeper than that, but it's like the basic things, you want to start testing. So I would suggest getting like a 1 base oil and get your alcohol base. So once you start getting fragrance oil, and then I try fragrance oil from everywhere. I try Amazon fragrance oil. I try Nature Soaps fragrance oil, candle making fragrance oil. Don't get fooled by the candle making. They do have perfume type fragrance oils too, and then some of their candle fragrance oils can be used in like soaps and stuff. You just have to read the description and stuff like that. And then you're gonna go ahead and start looking for your fragrance oil. Now, once you actually find a fragrance oil, I want you guys to do this. This is a very, very, very important part. Do not skip this step. First, make sure that it is skin safe. Not all fragrance oils can be used on the skin. Okay? That is very important. And then you want to check with the FDRA. I believe that's how you pronounce it. And you want to, like, or sometimes on the website, like, I believe it's Nature's Garden, where they have at the bottom the percentage you can use in your fragrance oil, like the highest percentage you can use. So, for example, once you find your fragrance oil, it will say, if it says at the bottom, or if you have to look it up, it will say you can use, some don't have a limit, so lucky you if it doesn't. Like Brownberry, I believe, has some fragrance oil that don't have a limit to it, but you will look for where it says, like, if it don't have a perfume scent, I try to go by the ones that say lotions and soaps, because that's something that you put on your body. So I try to go by that fragrance low percentage. But again, you can check with the FDRA, or you can have it sometimes in the description of when you actually buying the fragrance. What that is basically telling you the percentage that is allowed to use with it being diluted. So 6% is normally the one I go by when I can't find it, and 6% is usually 1 ounce to every pound, which is, we're gonna keep pound at 16 ounces. So you can use 1 ounce per 16 ounces of fragrance oil. So you probably ain't gonna make I know I damn sure didn't make a pound of fragrance, a perfume when I first started, because you want to test it. So you're just gonna cut that down to like, and I kind of estimated. I'll be happy to show you guys that in the video how I did it. But you want to cut that down as much as possible to try to figure out, like of course, if it's an ounce, it'll be half an ounce per 8 ounces. It will 1/4 of an ounce per 4 ounces and stuff like that, you know, before you can test your fragrances.
I'm having trouble with the connection. Please try again in a moment.
That is one thing you want to make sure. Now, some of them, some perfume oils is mainly I've seen is up to 25%, which is pretty good. So 25% is like within a pound, 16 ounces. So 25% within 16 ounces. So you know 6% is 1 ounce. So you're times it 6, which is 24. That's how I round it up. So that'll be 4 ounces per 16 ounces, and you can go from there. Okay, just a little tip for you guys. Okay, so normally it's like 25% fragrance oil diluted, like it's like a 1-to-4 ratio, really. I would go in depth with that if you guys would like it in a separate video, but we're gonna go ahead and move on. So once you figure out the skin safe and the properties of it, now you can actually start making your perfumes. The next thing you're going to need is glass items to mix your perfumes. Everything glass is recommended. Glass bowls, glass stirrers, glass spoons, glass containers, glass holders, glass perfume bottles, everything glass. Glass pipettes, glass syringes if they got them, everything glass. Plastic with the chemicals of a perfume will rupture the structure of it. It will mess it up. So you don't want to do that, okay? You don't want to do that. You don't want to use plastic. Now, don't get me wrong. I'll start out with plastic pipettes. Now, I already had glass bowls and glass stirrers and glass all of that because I was making candles before I started making perfumes, which is another story. But I already had glass everything. But I did use glass pipettes for the most part. Now I have, plastic pipettes. Now I have glass pipette, but which I will link below until I got mine. It's really big. It's very handy. It only costs like $1 or $2, something like that. You can get a couple of them, 3. I feel like a good amount to start. And you can get glass bowls from Dollar Tree, and you get glass. I got my actual perfume bottles from what you call it? Not this one. I got it from AliExpress actually. And this is like this is like an oil. This is Arctic Breeze. This is my Arctic Breeze fragrance. It smells like minty fresh, y'all. It smells really good. Can you guys see that? And this is oil. And I got all of these from not Dollar Tree. What's wrong with me? I got them all from AliExpress. So you don't have to go out spending a hell of money for your perfume bottles and stuff. You can get it from AliExpress. I will have a link below. I'll probably have an alternate link for Amazon, because I know a lot of people probably don't want to shop from AliExpress, which is fine. So I could probably find the same bottle on Amazon. But if you're willing to wait, these are pretty good bottles. I will link it in the description. This is the spray bottle. These are all 5 milliliters, and this in the fragrance Beginnings. Y'all, Beginnings, this scent, this is baby powder scent here. This thing lasts so long. This is a long lasting fragrance. You guys see my logo? Ain't it cute? Got my little head right there. It's so cute. It's just like the girl on the back. So cute. So yeah, you guys, you don't have to spend a lot to do that. So glass everything, but if you cannot get glass bowls or storage anything, at least have glass bottles to store your perfume at least. I also have like my holder bottles, which I call them, which hold like the large quantity amount of perfume before I separate it into smaller bottles. They are ombre glasses because it is recommended to store your perfume in a dark and cool area, which I personally do that. If you do not have ombre glasses, which is those brown glasses, that is fine. You do not need them. I personally used to wrap up my clear glasses in aluminum foil, which makes it just as dark, and I kept them in the refrigerator because it's recommended. Well, not everyone does this, but I recommend keeping it in the refrigerator because I think it helps with like the mixture of like alcohol and the oils and stuff like that. This is the bottles I was talking about, which is amber. I believe it's amber glasses. They like this really dark brown. As you can see, it's like something in there. Can you see? You probably can't see. These are the labels I created for them. Oh, you can kind of see it. It's so bright. Can you see it? There's labels of information I do put on it. But these are the bottles that I suggest if you can get them. I got a pack of 12 for like $10 on Amazon. I will again link it below in case you guys do want them. But these are some really good bottles. This is a 2-ounce bottle, which is 60 milliliters. So it holds quite a bit. 60 milliliters is a lot. So these are the bottles I'm talking about. So yeah, that is very important. We're gonna step back real quick to something. Again, like I said, it's so many different type of fragrance oils you can use. It don't have to particularly be essential oils or synthetic oils. I will have a list of them probably on the screen, or I will link the video down below where another perfumer explains it a little more. He was very in detail with it. I will leave a link because it was very informative and stuff like that. So actually, after you get all of that stuff, so we went over why you want to do it, a little bit what you need to know, such as defining the strength and the difference between essential oils and fragrance oils, like synthetic oils and essential oils. And we went over like what you need to actually mix it and how to determine the percentage of fragrance oil you can use in a mixture. Kind of went over all of that, right? That's like the main things that I feel like is the main important things to know. And then after you learn that, you can, I'm so sorry, I keep looking up here, but after you learn that, then it becomes easier because you now know like those little bit of details. Just like I mentioned gourmands or orientals and floral scents. Of course, it goes beyond that. You got your greens, the citrus. It goes beyond all of that, you know what I mean? But as you keep going and you actually like getting different fragrance oils and things like that, it'll become easier. You'll start learning at that point. Of course, you can subscribe to my channel and you can just learn with me. You know what I'm saying? I can teach you something. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you guys, let me see. What is the next thing? I feel like that's mainly it. I don't think it's really that much more I have to tell you. When it comes to labeling your bottles, I guess I'll go by the this is the FDA, which has to be approved. You don't have to be approved by them, but unless you like going inside, like putting your things in stores and stuff. But it is a way you would label it. Because perfume is technically a cosmetic, like a facial scrub or a body oil or something like that. So they do have rules of how you should label it, like sizing of like the letters and things like that. Like I think it should have to be like one of a 13th inch of the O or the I, because those are like the smallest one. Long as those are 1 of a 13th inch, then the rest of them will, you know, match the description. For example, this is how my ingredients look. I hope you guys can you can read it in person. So I don't know if you guys can see it. They're probably blurry, but I do include the ingredients. Now you do not have to include the ingredients on your perfumes unless like there is a list of ingredients that they have that if your perfume holds 6 or 7 of those specific ingredients, you have to label them. You also have to put a star by them, which I'll try to put an example on the screen or something so you guys can see what I'm kind of talking about. So if it looks like that or has those ingredients, you have to list it. For the most part, if you like me, your home brewer, a perfumer that creates their own perfume at home, most likely you are not using these ingredients, so you don't have to worry about that. I still include my ingredients because it's fair. I will link the in the description of an article that I looked up that kind of explains it a little more, because like when you use a fragrance or essential oil, you technically don't have to put the name of that fragrance. You just have to put fragrance or essential oil is good enough. But I would suggest that if you do make a perfume, it would be, they do say listed somewhere on your website, somewhere on a box if you decide to use boxes. But that is also a very important tip. And yeah, and you also have to put like the amount of it. Like for example, mine's 5 milliliters, so that'd be 0.16 ounces. Yes, it's 0.16 ounces of fluid ounces for 5 milliliters. And then that's because it is a liquid. If it was like a cream, it would be of ounces and pounds of grams. It depends on the quantity, but if you make a perfume, it will be fluid ounces. So yeah, you guys, that is mainly the main gist of it. That is like the quick need to know. Let me just go ahead and look at my book real quick. I don't think I missed anything. I think I went over everything. Yeah, I think I went over everything. So you guys, if you are ready to start your perfume company and you want to start a perfume company, that's like the little simple things you need to know. If you have any questions of anything that I said, or you wanted me to elaborate on a little more, you can hit me in my DMs at MMW Scents. You can comment down below. I'm happy to help. Again, it ain't nothing like doing your own research though. So if you want, I would suggest doing your own research. You learn better that way when you actually do it yourself. But if it's just a quick question that I can help you with, I do not mind helping you guys. So yeah, you guys, I'm trying to think if there's anything that I'm missing. I don't think there's anything that I'm missing. Like, I really don't. Like, and you guys, these potions, like, y'all, like, look, they smell so good, like, so good. And you can put them on your clothes, and it doesn't stain your clothes. And you guys, June the 2nd at 11 a.m. I'm planning to drop. I hope everything goes well, cause I'm starting my job tomorrow. Oh yeah, I'm going to work tomorrow, so yeah, girls are working again. Cause it's been a while since I've been working, since last year, but it's about that time, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, you guys, I really am trying to think if there's anything that I'm missing. I don't think it is. Let me think. Oh yeah, let me say real quick. Sorry, I know this video is probably still super long, but real quick, if you still if you're still there. Another important thing when it comes to testing it, how I tested, I bought sample bottles. It was about 2 milliliters big. They're about like this big, which I tested my perfumes in. That way you can see how, and it's clear because you can see how it blends. Like the oil sits on top of another oil, because I have fragrance oils that do that. And then when it comes to creating an alcohol-based perfume, I want to say, when it comes to making an alcohol-based perfume, you have to let your perfume, even oil-based, you have to let your perfume sit at least a week. They will not be ready to use. You have to, especially alcohol, because you will go back to spray it after a day or two, and it will smell like straight alcohol. You'll go back to use your oil, and it won't smell like nothing but just oil, whatever oil you use, because you have to give it time to combine. You get what I'm saying? So make sure you allow at least a week in a cool, dark place to let your perfume sit. That is very important, very, very important, and that's something that you should do. Okay. Let me see. So yeah, you guys, if I do forget anything like that I think of later or something, and I haven't yet released this video, I will probably include future clips of myself saying, hey, future me or something, and just putting it in there so I can tell you guys in case it's something that I really just forgotten. It's just, I'm like, why did I not say that? But for the most part, I think I am done. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. And girl, let me tell you, it might be a little work, a little study, a little research to get your perfume company started, but I'm here to help. And it's not hard once you start doing it. It's really fun. You get to make your own fragrances. I think it's a necessary accessory that is not looked at, because who don't like smelling good? Even if it's with washing your butt, which, you know, bathing or something, deodorant, all that is like important. Okay, so I think a perfume is an accessory that we tend to not appreciate as we should. Okay, so again, you guys, MMW Scents, that is the name of my company. Please follow my Instagram, and when I hit 100 on Instagram, I do plan on doing a giveaway. So yay, I'm excited. And yeah, you guys, thank you guys so much for watching my video. If you stayed to the end, I do appreciate it. And if you are getting ready to start your perfume company, let me know. We can support each other. We can be here. It'll be fun. Why the heck not? And I'll see y'all in another video. And I do have my next video will be inventory unboxing, where I'll be boxing like sample bottles and full size bottles and everything perfume related. I have a little other stuff in there too, but cause it was like a AliExpress size inventory unboxing. But for the most part, it's inventory, cause I do have other things I want to add on my site besides perfume. So check that out, and you can check out my first video, which is a just me sitting down talking while I was labeling my products and stuff. So this is the start of an entrepreneur series. I hope you guys like it. Hope you guys are ready for this journey, because we finna start making perfumes, baby. We're gonna get to the hair and the nails and the lashes, all that later. But for right now, we're starting perfumes. I'll see you guys in another video, and y'all be good. Y'all be easy. Sorry, I keep looking up. I feel like I look so cute, but at the same time, I just want to make sure my camera ain't cut off. So yeah, you guys, be blessed. I'll see you in another video, and I'll talk to you later. Peace.